trying to keep the back as flat as you can, pulling those elbows towards the floor. Now, some of you may be way up here. That's okay. That's fine. That flexibility of the lower back will come, and of the hips as we go along. This is a good stretch for the back of the knees. And from here, let's pretend that we're holding onto a bar that's gently easing us down on the floor. This is very good for the abdominals at the same time, but if you haven't got any strength, please go over on the side and lie down from the side. And we're going to roll down vertebra by vertebra onto the floor and place one palm on the floor and the other palm up in the air and pull in opposite direction, getting a good stretch for the shoulder. Your upper hand, the palm is up. Lower hand, the palm is down. Hold on to this and really stretch. Imagine what your muscles are doing right now. You've got one set of muscles that are contracting on one side and one set that are expanding on the other. And let's switch through. Oh, that feels great. I love this stretch. Love to really work out, get a good stretch, set up my whole day, and be full of energy for the rest of the day. Be sure that if this is new to you, that you're getting your 8 hours sleep and all your proper vitamins and minerals, eating well. Make that determination today. And we'll see you back with us again tomorrow. Reach forward, pressing our palms together without extending out, just from this position. Imagine your bottom is absolutely glued to your heels, so you've got balance. And right down. Now push forward and come off your heels ever so lightly and walk your hands out in front of you. Pull in that tummy. And come back again, rolling your back. And coming up to center, let's sit down on one side. Gotten a great stretch for the front of the thighs, so let's stretch the back of the thighs. Think you know this one, right? What we're going to do is keep our chest right on the front of the thighs for as long as we can. And put your hands, depending on your capacity, on your chins, on your shins, or on the bottoms of your feet. And push with your heels forward. Push forward. Keep that chest right down on your thighs. You can do it. Only let up at the last moment as you adjust. Push the back of your knees into the floor. And stay here. Get a good stretch until you feel satisfied. And then lower yourself right down to the floor and relax for a moment before you start your day. I hope you enjoyed the show and see you again real soon. Bye-bye. Blend them together in your blender for a few minutes until they make a nice pudding consistency. Then if you want to eat it right away, that's great. If you want to use it as a dessert later, we're going on to the other side. You can do that too. You can even sprinkle walnuts on them. Now cross one knee over your knee, one foot over the other knee, and reach through and pull towards your body. Feel that stretch for the hip and the buttock. Excellent stretch. This is something you can do if you find that you have been sitting the wrong way during the day and you want to align your hips, want to get in a good stretch. Now that breakfast I've described for you is absolutely delicious. If you can't start the day without anything other than fruit, then I suggest you can have a nice whole wheat bread made from sprouted grains. That makes a big difference to your digestion. But if you're on a diet, I suggest you just have that banana and orange. I think you'll find it quite filling, especially if you sprinkle it with walnuts. Crushed walnuts or chopped or ground walnuts. Les Grenobles. That's what we call those particular nuts. Just pull that stretch right into your body. And then we'll come up to the side, do a good torso reach over to the side, and we hope to see you back with us really soon. Thank you so much for joining us on the Good Morning Workout. And your feet and your toes really stretched out. And we'll go down to the ground. Now this is something you can do when you have a moment to yourself, when you're watching television, or for instance when you want to read. You've got to imagine you've got a book here. You open up your legs nice and wide. Nice and wide. Lift up and shift that hip forward. Feel the difference? Try that again. Lift up on your fingertips. Push forward. That really opens you up. Keep your knees facing to the ceiling and read your book. Lean over a little bit if you can, even more if you're flexible. And gradually you'll see you can open up with a wider degree. You can even measure in the corner of a carpet. You can see how wide you can get. And you can keep a good log on how you're doing. So open up wide. These are unlikely things, in a sense, something that we don't think of in a normal day. And I'm going to be going through this for a little while, unusual circumstances, unusual stretches, so if you want to keep a paper beside you, imagine that book. Now another one, and this is super for people who have a hard time stretching the back of the legs. Roll up into a ball like this, but first of all, climb into a hot tub. Yes, a really nice, luxurious hot tub. And while you wait, stretch those muscles gently like this. And then when you feel your whole body is warmed up, you can reach forward and touch those toes. Get a good stretch for the hamstrings. Try it tonight, and we'll see you back again tomorrow. Thank you. Doing. Open up the other side, push that knee back, make sure that you're on the side of your foot on this side of your foot, that you're not opening the foot up, comme ça, otherwise you're going to stretch too much the tendons in your knees. Let's go to the other side. There's a root that we don't see too often called celery root that you can purchase in a health food store or maybe at a really good grocer's. And what you do is you grate that. You peel it first, and then you grate it. And you grate also an apple. You can use your food processor. That makes it a very quick process. Keep the skin on your apple. Now come up, reach up for another good stretch. And what I'd like you to do is lie back now, rolling down. So you grate your peeled celery root and the apple, which is unpeeled. And then you make a nice little decorative pile on your plate, something that looks like a volcano. Now cross one foot over the other, and we're going to pull one knee into your chest, bringing the other knee with it. Just relax that extended foot, working for the hip. And you sprinkle some walnuts and mix in a little bit of honey, and you've got a great vegetable dish that can double as a dessert. Very nutritious. and uncross, go to the other side. Please try that recipe, and please try to join us back here as soon as you can for another good morning workout. Paper, you can fold it into a little square. Rather than sitting with your whole body out of alignment, you can be doing this, stretching for the inner leg. We're lifting up the pelvis while pushing it down at the same time, so we're building muscle in the lower back. And this is a long enough stretch. We've gone over 30 seconds, so just close those knees and pull them right in. This would be the subsequent stretch, the stretch that you could go right into after that, after you've finished reading. Lift up your chin. Pull it right in, and breathe when you stretch. That's so important. Like I said before, breathing is next to alignment in importance. Keep your chin right close to that set of knees, and then relax back. Make sure your head is in neutral position. Without moving your knees, put your hands on your kneecaps and open up. Try not to shift your knees that way. Some of you will have to open up here because you're tight through the hamstrings. That's okay. Just hold that and then flex your feet. Feel it stretch through the calf. Feels wonderful. And then point again. And for those of you who have any cervical problems in the neck, right through here, any problems with the little vertebrae, don't follow me in this routine. Just relax on the floor now and give yourself a good treat of 1 minute of just breathing. You could go into the fetal position here, and we'll see you again real soon. Roll backwards. Never do this. Don't do it. Never do that, because the weight is too much for your neck. You're going to cause strain. Let's roll down, taking advantage of this movement to stretch the lower back. Come right up onto the toes, down to the ground, and let's do a combination stretch here that's really great for the whole body. One hand on that bent knee. Look at that toe and imagine I'm going to touch that toe with my fingers. Move right through, flex the foot to grab it. Hold on and pull down gently. Relax your kneecap. Don't tense up that knee. Doing a stretch here for the whole lower back area, the inside of the leg, depending on how wide you are. You can get a stretch for the inside of the leg, for the torso. And it's very good when you're exercising or stretching. Of course, you know, when we're exercising, I really try to drive that point home, to breathe properly. And when we're stretching, it's very important also that you breathe well, because if you exhale, you release the stretch. Your hand on your leg and reach through, all the way through. Let your head fall down gently. Don't lift it up here. It can remain at this level whenever you don't feel strain in your shoulders. And reach through. If you want to get more of a stretch, open up that leg even more and reach even farther. I really hope you enjoyed the show, and please try some of these little stretches on your own. Get them into your memory bank, and then meet me back here as soon as you can for a good morning workout. Thanks for joining us. Stretching that hamstring. Come on now, you can do it. I know some of you are working back here. That's fine. This stretch will come. Just keep watching the show. No matter what age you are, this is a difficult stretch to do. Now flex your feet and stretch the calf muscle. Stretch that calf muscle, bring it down. And let's roll over onto the side and right up onto the heels. Do another stretch for the metatarsals and roll up. And do a little bit of balance to close off your day. And thank you so much for joining us. Meet us right back here as soon as you can for a good morning workout. Bit of oil in the body, especially if you're not frying foods. Reach up, get a last stretch, and have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for joining us on a good morning workout. See you real soon. Lift the other one up and cross right over, right over. Of course, one shoulder blade will lift off the ground. That's why I like to keep hearing from all of you out there to know how the show feels on you, on each and every one of you, all the individuals. So please keep up the good work. Keep exercising. That's so important. It's going to make for a happier, healthier society, all those people out there thinking of the time they have to take to get healthy. Come back and join us again real soon. Bye-bye. Then as your digestive system and all those organs become stressed, you have a multiplied effect of inefficiency and you get more and more toxins. That's why you must make an effort in a junk food department to cut it down. Try to go from enriched flour to whole wheat flour or soy flour, from sugar to honey, and you'll really find a difference. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope to see you back here as soon as you can make it. Bye-bye.